Good evening, I'm Simon Boxall in for Donna Bush with your CIG-TV news brief and weather forecast. Thanks for joining us. As promised on Heroes Day weekend, government broke ground for a new national park on Wednesday afternoon on the site of the old Tower building on Harbour Drive. Taking part in this ceremony were Premier the Honourable Alden McLaughlin, Culture Minister Dwayne Seymour, and Planning and Infrastructure Minister Joey Hugh. The Premier paid special tribute to the role that seafarers have played in the Cayman Islands' history and development.
Today is a special day for all of us as Caymanians, for we publicly commit this space and place to telling the story of who we are, the country that He hath founded upon the seas. This is our tribute to the generations of seafarers who came before us, and our gift to those who will come after us. It is to be a living museum, dynamic, traditional, modern, and even futuristic. It is especially personal to me, as my father of blessed memory was one of those seamen who left our shores to ply the waters, to send remittances home to help build the country we are all so proud of today. When I told him of my desire to follow in his footsteps, he almost cried and offered wise counsel, telling me that he went to sea so that I would not have to. His investment of time and talents at sea were an investment in my future education, as it was for so many other fathers, many of whom are here this afternoon. I thank my late father and all the others of his generation for their service to us and our country.
The Health Services Authority yesterday has published an expanded vaccination schedule. The Public Health Department has now extended the COVID-19 vaccine to all groups in Stage 1 and Stage 2 of the National Vaccination Program, according to their surname assignments. This is individuals living at home with persons from Stage 1 of the vaccination program. Everyone must present photo identification to receive the vaccine and demonstrate they are ordinarily and legally resident in the islands. Caymanians, permanent residents, people holding work permits, as well as global citizens and their families all fall into this category. If a visitor has already received their first dose, they may still receive their second dose. The Department of Children and Family Services will celebrate the importance of social workers to the community's well-being during Social Work Month in March. Officials say this year's theme, Social Workers Are Essential, reflects the vital function social workers have in preserving the emotional and physical resilience of the nation. As such, the observance will aim to educate the public about the contributions of the department's social work teams. These include the Elderly Services Unit, Community Development Services, Youth Services, Multi-Agency Safeguarding Hub, that's MASH, and the Adoption, Foster Care and Aftercare Unit, and also Family Services. Key public events during March will include a question and answer mix and mingle at UCCI for social work students and interested members of the public. Other community activities include work-life balance presentations, women's empowerment workshops, and a wellness hike. Turning to the weather, the synopsis calls for moderate easterly winds and seas on Friday night, with fresh easterly winds and rough seas across the Cayman Islands area from Saturday morning. A high-pressure system over the eastern Gulf of Mexico is expected to move over the Atlantic Ocean. Radar images show isolated showers in and around our area and moving west. This evening, there will be partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the low 70s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Remember, the Weather Services app, CINWS, can be downloaded, or you can go to their Weather Service website, which is weather.gov.ky, for the latest weather forecast. And that ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Simon Boxall, inviting you to join us here again on Monday. Until then, wishing you all a really good weekend.
What I know and what I've discovered.
This is of paramount importance to the authority warning system.
So as we come through here, this is an electronics laboratory. They're setting it up into 6 booths. So basically they're going to be practicing here what we're actually doing for real outside.
Today we had the wonderful opportunity to do yet another tour of the John Gray High School, which we're optimistic we'll have completed by August to begin in the next school year. And I'm extremely delighted to see the great progress that they're making with the school. On paper, as we went through, did the business case plan and all of the architectural renderings, that was fantastic. But it is nothing near the excitement that I feel today, having the opportunity to walk on ground, touch the mortar, see the layouts, and actually see what was in the design plan now becoming a fast reality.
So this is one of your home economics labs.
We've had many students and staff visit the school site. They've seen the plans, they've seen the virtual reality. They're very excited about how we're going to be able to teach in this school. Learning's at the centre of everything we do here, and all the spaces that have been designed into the school have many, many uses. So one, the learning use, but also lots of flexibility for the curriculum as it develops over future years. The new school is a very exciting project. It's come to an exciting time for us. The staff and the students and the whole community are really excited about getting closer to completion of the school.
Today we were able to see a number of spaces that were being built out for robotics, a number of spaces that were being built out for science, mathematics, technology, and all the key areas, importantly the arts, for example, where we have a number of students that are excelling in these areas but need the additional resources and the spaces to do the things that they need to do. So this particular tour, I think, was really useful to kind of put some meat around the drawings that we've been seeing, some meat around the discussions that we've been having, understanding what the timelines look like so that our students and our teachers can be in a space that's befitting for the hard work and good work that they continue to do year on year.
I'm a very firm believer in nation building, and for us to develop well-rounded Caymanians and residents alike.
In 2010, I was awarded a scholarship by the Cayman Islands government to study quantity surveying, which is exactly my role currently. The last question that the panel asked me was, why do I deserve a scholarship? And this is why, so that I could come back to Cayman and have a part of building the future and taking part in our community.
We have a brand new robotics lab that's going to go in there. We're putting our science, technology, engineering, maths departments all together so we can really work on that STEM side of the school as well. It's been fantastic to see our ideas come to fruition. We've looked at the best that's happening in Cayman, the best that's looked around the world, and we really are trying to build a world-class school.
Time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.